Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. You've got me at the moment, the Big Oaf. Wendy's not keen on early recording on her channel because she says her brain's foggy when she first takes off. That is going to be evident tomorrow. Well, let me start again. See, my brain's foggy when I first take off. Okay, here we are. Before I go on with my bull, this is the historic village in Herberton. It's a sort of a museum, a showpiece of the relics of the past. Old steam engine there. Steam shovel. I wonder if his name's Bill. No, what was it? Yeah, Bill the steam shovel. It's called the Herberton Historic Village. Costs you money to get in, but I haven't been, and by all reports it's pretty good. So, God, look at that stunning bit of gear, and the bike looks good too. So folks, we are out and about today. We're going to chance the weather. Alright, long story short, sorry to waffle. I've got the same problem Wendy has. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, we took off with all good intentions of going to Milla Milla to try and film it for you, to try and film some of the beautiful scenery along the way. And the weather had different plans. We got to the wind farm lookout, and we could see the weather coming in from the coast. So we canned the Milla Milla run and decided to go down to Ravenshoe. So that will be on an upcoming video. And yesterday we had a bit of a gas bag. Well, Wendy did, and she said she cocked it all up in the morning, the first bit. Couldn't remember names of places. Well, that's me all the time, I suppose, but she's clearly got a better head than me once she gets warmed up. Anyway, today we're going to have another go. But we're going to go a different route. Oh, why I'm the Big Oaf. Yesterday, I had nothing but trouble with sound, with the microphone playing up something terrible. It worked one minute, didn't work the next. Probably all my fault. Because technology, you know, old people, not always good. Give it to a 5-year-old and they can work it out in 1 minute. A 10-year-old could start an IT company. 15-year-old is a millionaire after doing his IT company. But old people, not all of them get it. Anyway, enough bullshit. Let's hope. So we're going that way eventually. Let's hope the weather is a little more on our side. It's sun shining at the moment. So we've just left Herberton, heading toward Atherton, and then we'll turn off at Wongabel, head to a beautiful road that I hope you enjoy. The sign there says take care, crash zone, next 2 kilometres, and there's a picture of a motorbike. Gosh, I hope that's not me. So we're going down the Herberton range. Not a long one. The camera doesn't show how steep it is, of course. It's fairly steep. Somewhere over in that bush is a rail line that goes from Herberton to Atherton. It's disused, unused, what's the word? I love these corners. If ever I get a Ryker, I will miss this probably the most out of motorcycling. But the day I come around a corner on some diesel or rap or gravel or whatever and go arse over apex, I'll go, well, maybe it's time to change to a Ryker. Okay, well, it looks okay for the moment. So as I was saying, there's a rail line that runs down this mountain. We have walked from the top end, up the top of that range, down the rail line to Carrington Falls in the past, a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. We can also walk from the top end, but not from the top end, from the bottom end up. And we're going to try and do that while we're here this trip, and hopefully get some footage of the Carrington Falls, because they are fairly flowing at the moment. And we're both low on fuel. We're going to have to probably get it at Milla. So the plan is to go to Milla, to Milla Milla, and then along the Misty Mountains Road. And you watch the weather go, no you're not. Or if you do, you're going to get a wet bum. Wendy's had a look at the weather app, and there's a bit of bad weather down near home too. There's some flooding and short, sharp bursts of rain. Oh gosh, look, it's drizzling rain, honestly. We just can't get a break. Gravel. Oh, okay. Oh, pothole. So here's the rail line that used to run up and down the mountain. If you're interested in off-road riding or hiking, there is a myriad of tracks and trails that crisscross this whole mountainous area. There's more water from Carrington. Many moons ago, we've driven a few of them with my son-in-law's four-wheel drive, and also walked a few that certainly aren't four-wheel drive friendly. I mean, they were rugged. Some vehicles have gone up and down them. You could sort of see the marks left behind, but by golly, they must have been good rock rollers. Certainly not a standard run-of-the-mill off-the-showroom floor four-wheel drive. Would have got up some of the ones we were walking up. The rain has stopped. And up there, look at that blue thing up there. I think that's called sky. Haven't seen that for a while. Okay, now we're coming to the road. That is Atherton to the left, Ravenshoe to the right. And crossing the Barron River. Low cloud over there. Beautiful countryside. How do they clear that land? It's so steep. Wow. Holy moly. That's just a little bit pretty. Even with the mistiness. Would be a lot better, of course, if there wasn't the low-hanging cloud, but look at that. In the distance there's another little mountain range. You can't see it for the cloud. Oh, you never know, one day we might be able to come back and re-film that. Oh boy. It's a bit pretty around these parts. I highly advise anybody to get themselves 2 wheels or 3 wheels or an open top sports car. Get yourself up here and just explore, because I don't think there's a better place to look around while you're riding on some fairly good road. I mean, what a way to grow old. It's just get on a bike and ride around these beautiful hills. Look at that rain over there. There's rain that way, there's rain that way, there's rain that way. Whichever way I look, there's rain, and yet here we are in perfect sunshine. I'll take it while I can get it. The road has narrowed somewhat. Okay, for me, I can sort of sit on the edge here, but poor old Wendy's going to have to drop the wheel into the dirt, I think. So that road was like a shortcut, not a shortcut, but just a cross-cut from the Ravenshoe Road to the Atherton Mallanda Road. And here we are coming into Mallanda. We'll pull over down here at the Mallanda Falls, have a walk in and see what it looks like. Like every other dog has done, man and his dog has done by the look of it. So am I. Wendy said she's on low fuel. Guys, we're above the North Johnston River, and that down there is a man-made swimming pool. I filmed it from the side earlier. I may or may not be able to get that in, but it's closed due to flooding, and you can see why. She's fairly flowing. That's crystal clear usually, a bit murky at the moment. Well, chaps, this is Milla. There's a pub, big pub. It's not a huge town, but it's got bits and pieces, cafes, op shops, fuel obviously we just got, historical society. We'll do a little lap of the joint. Oh, it's got a CWA. Oh, maybe overseas people might not know what that is. Any guesses? It's the Country Women's Association. I don't know if they're still going. Oh, that was good. Look at this bloke, just pulled straight out in front of that car. Now down here is the Spar supermarket, is a bakery that sells, where is it? There it is. Milla Bakery. Sells some of the best goodies that money can buy. Real nice goodies. We've purchased many a bee sting from there. Bee sting is a all pastry type thing with a lot of custard in it. Oh boy, it's bloody nice. Oh yeah. But sadly, as we get older and our bums get bigger, we can't eat too many of them anymore. Well, we can. Just gonna need a bigger bike to carry the bigger bum. It's too early for lunch, so we're gonna go to Milla Milla and have lunch there. So straight ahead back there was Gordonvale. So down the Gillies range we've talked about before, which we will be showing you more of, I hope. I'm saying all this weather permitting, of course. Milla Milla, 23 kilometres. Oh, there's a lookout. I tell you, we've been lucky with the weather so far. Goodness, is there a feast for the eyes? Oh wow. You got to get up here, guys, girls, them, they, whatever you want to be. Oh boy. If you're overseas, book the plane ticket now. Remember to drive on the left side of the road and come and enjoy it. I don't suppose it's as pretty as some of the Canadian footage we've seen up in the tundra. It's different. It's just a different sort of scenery. The scenery is a lot prettier on a motorbike. You get to sort of, I don't know, you look around more. You don't have the roof over your head sort of blocking your view. I don't know. Well, it's better, but it is. Goats. First bit of roadworks we've come to in a while. On this particular ride today, we've been very lucky with the weather. Oh boy, so lucky. We're definitely going to get wet, for sure, but so far, so good. Better to get wet at the end of the ride than the beginning. Sadly, I don't think you're going to get to see Queensland's tallest mountain. It's in those clouds over there. Raining in that direction, and that's the way we want to go. So this is the Palmerston Highway, folks. It goes down to Innisfail. This is the highway we came up on. Oh, look at that little mini house. Oh my goodness, that is brilliant. It's a tiny house with this little veranda on the side and a little fireplace. How good is that? Alright, so back to where we, back to geography lessons. Now this is Milla Milla. It's on the Palmerston Highway. We came through it on the way up, but we didn't film that because actually when we came through it was in solid fog. Now we're going to pull into here and just cruise the main street. And we're going to be stopping for lunch too, I do believe. Now on the right down here, I do believe is the road we want to be going on. And it's Misty Mountains, Beatrice Way. Tiny little places, this one. Milla Milla Museum is currently open. The pub. I think that's where we're going for lunch. Post office. And that is about it. Lovely flowers. Oh. What have we over here? We have a man, a cow. He's got his shoulder to the grindstone. Well, shoulder to something. Yeah, interesting. Same flowers. And let's park. Speaking of park, there's one there. Would be a nice spot to go and sit and have lunch. And we are blessed with sunshine still. So folks, we will go and have some lunch and take this up a bit later. Alright ladies and gentlemen, we had lunch at Milla Milla, and it's about a 5 to 10 minute drive to the Milla Milla Falls, and they are well and truly flowing at the present. A great little swimming spot. As you can see, there's a lot of people there. 2 busloads of tourists rocked up while we were there and made it a little bit, what's the word, congested. What a spot.